I expected South Africans who come to this comment section to understand that they are not the ones directly owning these businesses that we're talking about. It's the white South Africans that own this business. And the people who are always having issues with Nigerians are the black South Africans. So now these black South Africans, what is their gain in all of this? Because even in your own country, you are not the one ruling your country. In your own country, it may be a black who is your president, but you are not ruling your country. Most of these businesses that we are talking about are owned by the white South Africans, and those white South Africans, you hardly hear that they had issues with anybody. Are you people not even worried that in your own country the whites are the one ruling you? You all these things you are saying they should go, you don't need them. Are you sure the owners of these companies who have already started appealing to Nigerians to calm down, are you sure they don't need us? So somebody asked the question on this comment section, why is it that Nigerians are always being having issues with people, or rather people having issues with Nigerians coming to their country? Nobody has issues with us coming to their countries. Watch carefully. It's these same Africans who are supposed to be, we are supposed to be on the same side. They're the ones always fighting us. Why are they fighting Nigerians? It's because Nigerians are ambitious, Nigerians are hardworking, and most of them are lazy. They don't want to work hard. No. Tell me one African country that is as hardworking as Nigerians. They are lazy. They don't work hard. And Nigerians are very ambitious, yes. And we like the good things of life, so we go out for it. And we go out for it legally. And then one person came to the comment and was saying that even during the apartheid, that South Africans didn't go to another man's country, they stayed in their place, and they don't carry drugs. Oh my God. Please, where are you from? Like, do you read your news very well? There's just an investigation ongoing by, I think, BBC. Do you know the kind of drugs South Africans do? Do you know? Nigerians have not even come close. Let me tell you something. Most Nigerians who are being apprehended, or you see them being in this kind of game, is because they were being introduced into this game by South Africans and some other African countries. Yes, I said it with my full chest, because Nigerians are not known for certain things, and whenever they go into it, they get caught. Because people who already have A1 in such crime, they don't catch them. They are never apprehended because they already know their traps. They know how to call the shots. So if you want to say anything, come correct. You're talking about South Africans not coming to other people's country, that they don't need to come illegally into another man's country. I laugh at you because you don't even know your history. You don't even know your history, or maybe you don't listen to the news in your local news. And let me tell you something about life. There are people who will never, countries who will never, even if you type them, you can never see them online, talking down on anybody's country or talking down on their own country. And they have projected their country in a very good light, and their media houses never carry bad news about them. And that is why you never see their story online. But they know themselves, and that is why when they even watch other people, they begin to wonder why these things are happening. It's so sad that we are a continent that is supposed to be together to fight the colonists who want to rip off of our natural resources. But we don't do that. What do? We start a very cheap, laughable, war online, and expect that Nigerians who have been attacked unprovoked should keep quiet and watch what's going on. No, we will not sit down and watch what is going on. We will respond to you guys, because enough is enough. You have done too many things that Nigerians have just been overlooking. You see Nigerians, you do things to them, they overlook. And some of you are saying that Nigerians never gave billions to South Africa. Please go back to your leaders. Ask questions. I think maybe after Nelson Mandela died, and some other people who were your leaders, after they died, you people don't have history. You don't read. Either you don't read or you don't have history. You don't know. They don't teach you history in your place. I want to know, don't they teach you? You need to go and find out. No, see, you are saying cut ties with Nigerians. Let me tell you something, Go and ask your president. Go and ask your sitting president questions. Go and ask your president questions, You see, oh my goodness gracious. Yes, You may have a very intelligent president, and maybe that is confusing you. But go and sit down with him and ask him questions if your president will know. Some of you are saying that no money was given to you, that they should go and ask Nelson Mandela. Let me tell you something. Most of you who were talking on the comment section mentioning Nelson Mandela, you are all these, Gen Zs that don't even know your history. You are Gen Zs that don't even know who Nelson Mandela was. You are Gen Zs that don't even know what Nelson Mandela stood for. And that is why you had the nerve to speak to him in that manner. You don't even have respect for the dead. Like, Nelson Mandela is somebody that you people are supposed to practically worship, because that man did a lot for you. For over 20 years, he was locked up. For 20-something years, he was locked up because he was trying to fight for you, the good of you all. Your parents, because some of you maybe were not born at that time, and most of you who do these things, if we check your ages, you are maybe around 20 something, 25 years. You are babies. You are babies. You are babies. Yes, from 19 to 25, you are still children, so you might not really know what happened. Somebody was locked up for over 20 something years and came out an old man. He was already 50 something when they locked him up. He came out, he was already 70 something. So you can imagine that it's not something that you should just open your mouth and talk. You need to be well schooled. You need to understand these ties you are even talking about. You wake up one morning, cut ties. See, we don't care. Let me even tell you something. Your companies are the ones causing us problems in Nigeria. Let's start from MTN. MTN will never have network. They will tell you that you are buying unlimited data, and they will not give you the unlimited data. They steal from us. Let me tell you, your companies steal from us. They are not straightforward. They have refused to do pay as you use on DSTV. They have refused to do pay as you use on DSTV. And yes, we want DSTV to leave. If it comes to that, let them leave. Yes, let your companies leave. All these ones they are shouting they should come back. I hear that your companies they give you things for free. I don't know how true that is. They give you subscription for free. In Nigeria, we pay. And sometimes you subscribe for DSTV and it will not show until after 1 week. It will not show until after 1 week before it will start showing. And then the 1 week has gone out. Okay, remove 7 days from 1 month. How many days are remaining? That will be like, let's say maybe 23 days. So you bought something for you subscribe for something that's supposed to cover 30 days or 31 days as the case may be, and you are watching it for only 23 days. And most of these 23 days, maybe maybe your transformer has issues, you don't have light or something. So you see that your companies are stealing from Nigerians. Not the other way around. Your companies are the ones stealing from Nigerians. And now the owners of these companies are saying that no, please, they should go to the drawing board, that they don't want to leave Nigeria. Do you know Nigeria is the biggest market in Africa? Do you know? Even in the world, Nigeria is the biggest market. That is why you come to Nigeria, you see Lebanese. You come to Nigeria, you see Chinese. I don't know if they have not told you about what Nigerian government did to Chinese restaurants in Abuja, what they did to them. Because for some reason in our own country, they thought that because our government sometimes don't listen to us, they feel that they can do an undo. Our government called them to order. They sealed their restaurants and their shops, their shopping malls, because they have a particular mall where it is only Chinese food, Chinese whatever, that is sold, their tea and all of those things. But what did our government do? They rose to the occasion, because our government, when we take matters even to social media, they don't joke with it. They went as far as, handling it. And they shut down the place and they started coming to beg. Do you understand? So before you wake up and come for Nigerians, you need to understand that we know our onions. We don't just talk. We don't just reply to your rant. We know what to do. We know the buttons to press. So when you are coming, the countries, the companies who are in Nigeria are already pleading. Your president will never shut down the embassy that you are clamoring for. They will not shut down those embassies because they know that it brings them money. Look at you guys. When somebody wants to come from Nigeria to travel to South Africa, they will tell you must have a particular amount of money in your bank to be able to travel. What is that? If we truly are of the same, Africa, Why do we need to do that? Have you noticed that for a Nigerian to travel, or for even other African, there's a YouTuber, I wouldn't be mentioning his name, a very big YouTuber from Ghana. Whenever he's traveling, he complains about these things. When he's coming to Nigeria, no problem. Ask him, no problem. But when he's traveling to other African countries, he needs to pay through his nose. He spends so much money traveling within Africa than traveling outside Africa. Isn't that something we should sit down and look at those loopholes and work on it, other than fighting ourselves? Do you think that Nigerians cannot do on their own? See, we have so many things in Nigeria. Oh. So many. Oh. Do you understand? We have too many things, and that is why when we see that a government comes in and they're not doing well, we call them to order. Because in Nigeria, we know what we want, how we want it, and when we want it. It's only you guys that have so much resources that you don't know how to harness, and you allow the white people come to take over your place. We said no. When the colonial masters have overstayed their welcome, we sent them back. You don't even know who Nigerians are. It's high time you stood up to who you are, and get what you want. Don't come for Nigerians, because especially if you don't know your boss. I saw a lot of other countries, African countries, saying that if South Africans had known, they wouldn't have come for Nigerians. You see, this thing that started like a small war is coming to the real life. When you people were doing it, you did not know that what you were doing was bad. What you were doing was against our own belief. Somebody is saying we should care about how we are fighting ourselves for, how they call it, how we are fighting ourselves for tribe in Nigeria. Let me tell you something. Nigerians are the only ones allowed to fight themselves. Let me explain, because I've said it in my videos that you Nigerians are like siblings that fight. You as South Africans, don't you fight yourselves? You have tribal war in your own place, and you know that. So the fact that we come out to talk about the Yorubas, Igbos, and all of that does not mean that you will come to fight us or have issues with us, because we will bring you down. We don't take that. We don't see. Is okay if we siblings fight in the house, which is normal. You think we'll allow an outsider to come in and fight us? No, we will deal with that outsider squarely, even if we have to disagree in the house. That is how Nigerians work. So don't come to Nigeria or try to. Okay, now you go to ShopRite, they will tell you this product is 99.99 something. Is that not this is stealing? Just put it 6,000. Let us know it's 6,000. Which one is 5,999.9? So what is the other fraction doing? What will it do for us? I want to know, what would the other fraction do for us? So it's high time you guys sat up and did the right thing. We are not your problem, right? We are not your problem. Nigeria is okay the way we are, and we are not complaining. You talked about passport. See, let me tell you something about passport. It's the narrative you guys have pushed over time on the media space, print media, and social media that had made some countries think that they can ask us to stand aside when we carry our passport. It's a shame. But you guys are in your country, you are hungry. Good water you don't have. South Africans, you don't have good water. South Africans, you don't have the basic amenities in your country. Yes, you don't. Do you have the basic amenities in your country? You don't have it. But you come for us. And I tell you, if you want to come for us, come correct. Don't just come for us, talking like babies who are trying to get milk from their parents. Talking like babies who want to have milk from their parents. And you people should leave our country. We will leave your own country. The people you are saying will leave your own country, that's the companies. They are already on the begging side. They are already on the apologizing side. They are apologizing that, please, this thing hasn't gotten to this. Instead of us to come together as Africa, to stand as a formidable force, to fight those who are taking our commonwealth, who are trying to take over our land. You people are there fighting yourselves, calling out each other, trying to start a war where there's none. You are saying Nigeria should go. You don't need us. Oh, really? And you think we need you? We do not need you, because we are enough by ourselves. See our population. Even if Nigerians, look at you. Okay, let's start from the fashion industry. Recently, South Africans came to Nigeria to do what? To learn how to sew professionally from Vicky James. Yes, one of the best fashion designers in Nigeria. They came. You understand? South Africans came all the way from South Africa. And the recent just concluded Miss South Africa, whatever they were doing, contesting. Vicky James made the outfit of one of their judges, Abi presenters. And if you saw the outfit, it was wild. Nobody in South Africa can make such outfit. Quote me anywhere. Even the last incident that happened, that a Ghanaian came here and wanted to use in Nigeria and not pay her complete money. Because Nigeria, when you want the craft, come to Nigeria. Both in acting, in fashion designing, in DJ work, in plumbing work, anything, electricals, come to Nigeria. We are not bragging. We are saying what is real. You don't know who Nigerians are. We in Nigerians, we can just go to our backyard and farm and we are okay. The only reason we came out to protest was that we are telling our government, no, you can't do this, because we know our rights. It's only those who know their rights that call out their government to do right. You cannot say you are hungry. We cannot be hungry in a land filled with milk and honey like Nigeria. We can't be hungry. And that is why whenever we notice that something is amiss, we call our government to order. So if you know your onions, you always call your government to order. That is who Nigerians are. So don't come for us and begin to say, run helter-skelter talking. You people should return our money. Yes, we gave you billions. Return it. We are asking you today to return the money. Don't tell us to go to Madiba and ask him, because it's not more available. Your government should tell you the history. And that is why whenever your president sees our president of any dispensation, any of our presidents who sit in the throne, whether it was the pastor and the president, there's this kind of decorum they use when they're talking to us. So much respect. Do you understand? So much respect, because they know who we are to them. South Africans know who we are to them. But some of you, because you don't read your history, or rather they have scrapped history from your textbooks, you don't know who you are fighting. You don't know who you are coming from. You don't need to come for us. You did this unprovoked. We never looked for your trouble. We never accused you of anything. We never disrespected you. Do you understand? We love our country. We can remain here, just like you know that we don't even care whatever you people do. If we come to the scheme of things, where do you place South Africans in the scheme of things? Una no rich. Una no rich. Like you are not even, when we go internationally, you can't see our back. You cannot see our back.